So that guy who was talking about black women's looks and why he doesn't like black women, well, he got fired. And there's also been behind the scenes footage of him after the whole incident went down. I don't know who was filming, but that video is out. So let's get into those two videos first.
You don't understand.
No, of course
you don't.
not.
Do you understand the
No,
reason for the
I'm not
outrage?
saying, I'm not saying what he said wasn't bad at all. Of course, it was bad.
And neither am I.
What I'm saying is you don't really understand the reason for the outrage, because you're saying stuff like, oh, I get it. It's like, oh, you can't have a preference, or don't talk about black women's hair, and and it's kind of like trivializing, like actually like what happens. I don't know whether you don't really do understand it or not. So for someone like me watching it, yeah, for me being his employer, yeah, and someone that's associated with him, yeah, I'm looking at that, and there's totally different things that I'm looking at. It's not a case of just because he's got a preference or because he mentions black women's hair. There's lots of stuff that you need to unpack in that video. There's lots of questions that he made. I left with more questions than answers. You know what I'm saying? He said his preference. He said, this is why I don't like black girl. He said, why? Then he said, because you can't put you in your place. You can't think you're man, I can't put you in your place. So then now that makes me start saying, well, so you enjoy putting women in their place. So what's going on? What are you doing in your spare time? Oh, so you only like girl that you can bad up. You don't want these black girls because you can't bad them up. That is crazy to even say out your mouth.
Yes.
So again, so I'm looking at that, I'm saying that's mad to me. Yeah.
You know,
1 second, let me keep going. 1 second, wait.
I had an opportunity to talk.
Yeah, so I'm saying this is wild. Again, it comes to protecting women. It's not about black women. It's any woman.
Yep.
You know what I'm trying to say? Because you're more only comfortable where you can bad them up. This is dangerous territory we're going here. Again, I don't want to be associated with that. You know what I'm trying to say? Fine. Then the woman triggered you, the girl triggered you, and then you lent into it. Yeah. So at the point when you was angry, where you stood up, you're showing aggression, and you're a man at the end of the day, and you attacked this woman personally. You would all that vim that you had, you put it to her, and it wasn't the whole group, and you wasn't just generalizing. You was on this gal, and when you're telling her with all that aggression to take off your wig and take off your lashes and be diminishing and degrading to her and all that, you're saying all these stuff in a degrading manner. None of that stuff's cool to deal with women like that. Again, forget even black women, but it's women in general. You shouldn't even be dealing with women like that. Yeah. But then you're using her like stuff that are culturally part of what we do in her blackness to offend her. Telling her take her lashes off, take your wig off, take your makeup off, and I'm gonna bring in my natural 10 out of 10 Indian gal hair. All this stuff is crazy, bro. Like, it's crazy to watch. I don't want to be associated with that. You know what I'm trying to say? So you man asking what the big deal is, it's because you don't care, because you don't feel that way. Again, or you're not having conversations. You don't have a presence of black women in your life to be having the right conversation with people. Because anywhere I go is what I'm going to be doing. I've got a duty of care to support black women, from my mum, my sister, my cousins, my aunties. I've got staff that are black women, people that work. There's pen game girls that rap that are black women, and people that I work with, from Esther to Hema to Mimi to Koi to Gina. So there's so much going on. I shouldn't have to explain why it's important. But if it don't fall into your wheelhouse, it's literally because you don't care.
Black things can annoy me, bro. Black, I'm black, so you have to feel nothing. No, don't. No, you don't. For black women. Also, if black women on some high horse, do some black women shit. Do some black women shit. Make me feel pictures of black women. You're all sitting there and doing shit for no fucking black woman in your life. The guy here. Black women, you don't even feel respect yourself. You haven't even got black extensions on your head. What are you talking about? I hate my mum. I hate black women. How can I hate black women when I just told you I come from one and I'm empress? My mum's an empress. I don't like the way how my mother moves, so why would I people wrong that move like my mother? What are you talking about? But because we're black, I can't say that, right? And because I'm a black thing, I can't talk about black women like that, right? And I can't take out my race, right? Because I'm black. Take your black shit to yourself, like you could go. Like, I'm not black, I'm fully black. My parents are black, darker than you, my boy. Hey, talking about. My dad dark. Black women always do this shit. I'm a black woman, so you just hate me because they don't want to feel. I don't want to fuck you. Because you don't hate yourself. That's so I'm talking to you. And you're talking to him. I'll call my brothers, call your brother, or whatever. And they call your brothers, and what happened? You now get beef with your brothers because she got bothered, and they two had to be a bad shit. And then they said, I'm telling you.
Yeah. Now, to all the men who were supporting him, I hope you see what we see. A lot of men were talking about, oh, it's a show, they're just trying to get people's attention and so on and so forth. If he doesn't like black women, what's the big deal about it? Why is this and why is that? I hope that behind the scenes made you understand why black women felt the way they felt, and even some men felt the way they felt about what he was saying. You know, because there was no camera there. Now, so he thought there was no camera there. He thought there was nothing there. So he decided to go off, you know. And in my opinion, I think it's even worse than the main video, the main clip that we saw. Because if you harbor so much hatred and resentment towards a group of people, I don't know what to say. There's a lot going on there. There's a whole lot going on there. That's all I'm saying. But he's lost his job. So, hey, I guess it is what it is. But let's get into what people have to say.
Pen Game literally said in their statement that they don't condone the behaviour that Ginger J displayed in that Backchat episode. He was using the negative stereotypes that people have of black women to judge black women, whilst in turn behaving like the stereotypical black man that these men are trying to run away from. Aggressive, violent men. And now Pen Game have decided to dissociate themselves from him, and you want to turn it into, because he said that he doesn't like black women. He has a preference. Why are they sacking him because of his preference? No, they're sacking him because of his behaviour. They're sacking him because of the way he portrayed himself on the show. He was extremely aggressive. He was screaming and shouting at those girls, jumping out of his seat, throwing his arms and his body around like a wild animal pretty much. But you ignore that because he was attacking black women, and that's more important to you than the way in which he behaved. It makes no sense. The takeaway isn't, you have to prefer black women. The takeaway is have your preferences, but there is no need to insult the people that don't fit your preference in order to build your preference up. Control your emotions, don't be aggressive, and if you can't control your emotions, you're going to be treated as such. That's the lesson you lot need to learn here.
Okay guys, let's talk. So Ginger J has basically lost his job, and honestly, I don't feel bad. A lot of people are like texting me saying, don't you feel bad? Like, this is messed up. Like, what he said was bad, but it didn't have to go to this. I am not the public. Do you get what I'm saying? I am not the public. I am not the reason for his crash out. He is. Everybody needs to remember that everybody's a grown ass. Like, that man is, I don't even know. I think he's in his 30s. He's older than me. Nobody put a gun to that man's head to say what he said and the reactions after. He still came online to say he said what he said. An apology could have been issued 1 hour after. He knows what he did even 1 hour before the video even came out. Like, guys, okay, I was moving mad. I just want to apologize in advance. Till now, he hasn't apologized to black women or the women he was being aggressive to. He's done almost 3 apologies on social media. Me, Zilla and Lois are still yet to get an apology. So no, I don't feel bad. These are the consequences of your actions. When you're at work and you cuss out another employee or you cuss out a customer, what happens? You get fired. This is how life works. I am not Pen Game. So I'm not the one who wrote a letter to them saying that they should remove. It's Pen Game. Next time, control your anger and know what you're saying. Oh, and another thing. This is not the first time he's been aggressive to women.
And the bar staff around her have seen that I'm kicking, like, what? Because they started to pull her back. She's kicking off on me, and they're, no. And when I've gone that, they go, whoa. I said, listen, you fight. And when I've gone at her, she's gone, hey. I won't hit you. I don't need to hit women. I will never hit women, but you see water bottle? I'll launch it in your head.
It's obviously a common thing. And he thinks it's normal. Maybe his mum taught him it was normal to be aggressive to women. And that sort of person should definitely not have a platform. So yes, I'm happy. So yes, I don't care that he lost his job. You about to lose your job.
I'm black, so you have to fucking love me. No, I fucking don't. No, I fucking don't.
Sir, why are you so angry? Like, why are you so mad? Like, you need to do some inner work. You need to heal. You need to sort out whatever riff you got going on with your mum, because clearly it's tainted how you see all black women. And it's unfair to generalize a whole group of people based on your very few experiences. And it wasn't even the weave comment that got me, because it's just silly. Women of all cultures enhance their look in some way. It's never that deep. What really got me was the black women don't know their place. Like, what does that mean? What do you mean by that? Black women don't know their place. What are our places? And why are we expected just to fall in line just because you're a man? Like, no, you lead by example and women submit if they want to. We're not animals. We're not dogs for you to train. And not only should black women feel offended, other races should feel offended too, because what he's saying is these women are desirable because they know their place. No. What this says to me is that collectively, we all need to feel offended, because women's desirability shouldn't be based on their ability to be put in their places. I know we're not expecting him or anyone to love us, because despite the negativity and bad press, black women are doing well. We're successful, we're thriving, we're educated, we're setting up businesses, we're running homes, we're looking after children. We are doing what we need to do. All we ask is that we are left alone. That's all.
Ginger J said the things he said because he felt like it was a safe space. It wasn't a safe space in terms of for the black women, but he knew it was safe enough to say it because black men were there. You would think it would work the opposite way because, you know, oh, black men are there, I probably shouldn't say it in front of them because they're black too. But no, it actually works the other way around. He knew it was a safe space because black men were there. And he knows black men don't really defend black women. So he knew that this was the perfect time to say it. And he was right, because in that video, they were laughing with him. They were even trying to provide excuses for him. At one point, they were even backing him. Even behind the scenes, when they showed behind the scenes footages of him screaming in the background, the guys were laughing with him. So yes, he felt comfortable enough to say it because he knew black women were there. He didn't think there was going to be consequences to his actions. That's why he said it. He's thinking, of course the man them will back me, because black men feel like this as well. That's why he said it. And I need black men to think about that. Why do other black men feel comfortable to say in front of other black men the things he just said? Is there something about me that I'm giving off that shows that this is a safe space for you to badmouth black women in that manner? I think it's something black men think about. Of course, it's not all black men. Like, there was some black men that came out on social media that was backing us. Love for that. But because there's such a huge amount of black men that won't back us, that's why he felt safe enough to say that in front of them. He didn't care about the black women's opinions. It's like, the women's opinions are the women's opinions. But as long as I got my man in to back me, I can say this right now with confidence. And he did. He did. He got away with it at that moment. Of course, the black women, they stood up with them for themselves, but without the black men's help, he was able to rant on for a long time. Do you know what I mean? But little do people know, black women are stronger than people think. Whether we have the backing of black men or not, we will take you down. We will take you down. He thought there was not going to be consequences to his actions, but he's thinking, I've got in the way of this, I've left the studio, I've gone home, no consequences to my actions. He thought wrong. He thought wrong. Let this be a lesson to everybody who thinks they can come on platforms and badmouth black women anytime and any day with no consequences. Let this be a lesson.
So the gingerbread man has lost his job. Do I feel bad? Absolutely not. Listen, I'm all for people, running and get their bag and stuff like that. But in this case, you know what? I'm not going to lie, Gingerbread. You fucked up big time. Who told you to go on a talk show, on a debate show, and go and cuss up black women? Who told you to do that? Because now, look, it's left you jobless. What you going to do? You're probably going to be one of those people now to come on TikTok and be begging people for gifts. That's what you're going to come and do now. Yes. And you know what? It's a shame because I did take a look at your page. I didn't know who you were before this. I'm not going to lie. I did not know who you were. So I'm not going to lie. This has given you some exposure. This whole thing has given you exposure, whether it's bad or good. Publicity is publicity at the end of the day, whether it's good or bad. And you know, I had a look at his page, and you know what's so funny? The majority of the people that support him are black women. So the people that you wanted to come and cuss on Big Beyonce's internet are the same people that support you. And I got something for the men that likes to scream, oh, this is an anti-black man crisis. Let me explain something to you. Let's not try and turn this around and let's make men the victim, because men are not the victim here. Black women are the victims, okay? Because some black men always want to come out and be dissing and cussing up black women for what reason? What reason? What reason? Would you allow a white man to come and cuss up your mother? So what gives you the right to go and cuss up another black woman? I'll wait. And all the people that's enabling it and saying, oh, he felt like this and this is the reason, or he went through this trauma and he went through that. You know what? respectfully, I don't care. I've gone through stuff in my life. You don't see me coming on the internet and disrespecting people. I'm so sorry. Respectfully. I've gone through things in my life. You do not see me comment on Big Beyonce's internet and be cussing at people. So what's his excuse? Go seek help. Go to therapy. These things, I understand it might cost a bit of money, but to better yourself and to heal, you wouldn't make such a silly mistake.
Yo, so Ginger J's been caught from Pen Game. It says, nah, brother, we don't have the same views. You gotta go. So the little gingerbread man, you better go to the Asian community for a job, seeing as you big them up so much. We had an emotional crash out. That's what we call it. An emotional crash out. But I'm not gonna lie though, I've been a Ginger J. I was a Ginger J saying that same dumb shit when I was younger though, early 20s. I'd say dumb stuff like that. Come to my senses and brought it back home. He kept me. 2016, I come back to my senses. So yeah, big up all my black queens then. Mick Trace ones too. Big up the weave. Wear it with pride.
Yeah. I remember some time ago, one of the ladies in the comment section said they are going to learn to stop talking about black women. Yeah. They're going to find out the hard way to stop talking about black women, to stop coming for black women's looks, black women's hair, how black women carry themselves. I mean, we've all said it in so many videos, like, nobody has a problem with your preferences. Nobody is saying don't date outside your race. I mean, we are all not Dr. Umas. Okay, there are some people who frown upon it, and there are some people who are for it. At the end of the day, it's your life and it's your choice. You decide what you want to do with your life, and nobody can force you to do whatever. But the problem has always and is always when you decide to look down on another group of women or talk badly about another group of women while uplifting the group of women that you want. That narrative needs to stop. If the woman you're dating of another race asks you why, or anybody asks you why you prefer to date outside your race, just say it's a preference. Leave it there. You know? If they ask you why you like the woman you're with, explain why you like her. Leave black women out of it. If they ask you, whatever question they ask you about the woman in your life, talk about that woman. Stop the comparison. Stop berating black women. Stop talking trash about black women. Stop with the insults. Stop with the colorism, the texturism, all those nonsense that you guys go on about. You know, I saw one of the guys talking about when it's a Latina woman or an Italian woman, any woman of other race that talks back or basically stand up for themselves and won't take shit from a man, what do they call her? They call her spicy. You know, oh, she's spicy. They are okay with it. But let it be a black woman. She's aggressive. She's acting like a man and so on and so forth. A white woman will have a job, will have a car, will have her own house. Oh, she's got her own. You know, she's an independent woman. Let a black woman have it. Oh, she's too masculine. Do you understand? Let this serve as a warning to all these men. The more you keep talking badly about black women, and putting it on the internet, it's different when you say it and nobody can hear you and you have the support from men and so on and so forth. And that's the other thing. Remember Elaine Depin in the other video talking about all the other men sitting at the back, not saying anything. In the behind the scenes video, you can tell they were all supporting him. And that's why they were quiet in the main video. They agree with him because they just didn't say it with their mouths, but they do agree with everything that man was saying. Okay, and that is the problem. But yes, like I was saying, let it be a lesson to all these men. Even if those men who are supposedly siding with you, laughing along with you, and so on and so forth, and they are agreeing with you, when push comes to shove, they are all going to go to the other side and pretend that they don't stand with you and pretend that, oh, we don't want you here and so on and so forth. But I'm sure these jokes have been said around them so many times. It's just that now it's online. And so they have to take a stand. And guess where their stand is going to be? Not with you. Okay? To save themselves. And that's how it's been. The same way they are or all of you are against black women, that's the same way they are going to deny you. So let it be a lesson. But anyway, I'm going to leave it here. You leave your thoughts and opinions in the comments, and I'll see you in another video. Take care of yourselves and one another. Bye.